CNBC TV 18 presents Digital India Vision 7.0, powered by Mastercard, ushering in India's Techade on 24th August 2022.
COVID-19 induced digitization has ignited the transition of India's healthcare sector that aims to optimize the practice of doctors, enhance patient-doctor communication, and improve patient outcomes. Besides the two obvious stakeholders, technological changes in the Indian healthcare system can also benefit other members of the ecosystem. The Indian government is planning to set up a national health stack where all major stakeholders such as hospitals, insurers, TPA, government and health tech startups can come under one roof. These diverse stakeholders can facilitate the collection of comprehensive healthcare data electronically. Network 18 has been at the forefront to highlight the success of Digital India's mission through its Digital India Vision initiative. On this special day, we have with us an esteemed guest, Mr. R.S. Sharma, CEO, National Health Authority. Mr. Sharma is the founding Director General and the Mission Director of UIDAI, which helped formulate and launch Aadhaar, India's first and the world's largest biometric identity system. He also serves as the CEO of National Health Authority, which is responsible for managing Ayushman Bharat Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana and Ayushman Bharat Digital Mission. He's also the architect of COVID, the vaccine delivery tech platform which helped drive one of the world's largest vaccination drives. He has over 40 years of experience and it's a pleasure to have him with us. Mr. Sharma, you have been at the forefront of driving technology for India's betterment. What, according to you, is the one thing about the Digital India program that has transformed India's digital economy?
Well, thank you very much. I think the Digital India program, which was started by our Honorable Prime Minister in 2014, immediately after he took over as the Prime Minister of the country. I think that program had the vision to transform India into a digitally empowered society and a knowledge economy. That's the overarching vision. And thereafter, what we set out to do was essentially focus on three areas. The first area was digital infrastructure as a utility to citizens. And digital infrastructure obviously is telecom infrastructure, connectivity infrastructure, and of course other soft infrastructures like digital identity, digital payment and other things. Second is software and services on demand, which is basically, creating software on top of the digital infrastructure. And the last but not the least was the area of citizen empowerment. And that is where, every person should be empowered to use technology to improve his or her own life. These were the three broad principles on which this is based. And obviously at a tactical level, at an operational level, for making a system for such a large country as ours, we need to have certain basic principles, which is like interoperability, open standards, open APIs. These are the software requirements, multilingual, for example. So these have been assiduously, kept in mind while developing various components of Digital India. And I think these are the most important components.
So I guess India's digital health vision would be quality healthcare, which is accessible and affordable. But it's an entire ecosystem. So what, according to you, are the key tenets of creating India's digital health ecosystem?
Well, you are very right that there are multiple partners in the ecosystem who will basically be working together to kind of, provide the overall experience to the citizen. Ultimately, it is the citizen who is going to benefit, right? And with that, other ecosystem players will also be benefited. It's not only citizen. It's not at the cost of, citizen, other people are going to be making into a loss or something. So essentially, the partners are service providers. So for example, hospitals, doctors, laboratories, these will be the other ecosystem partners. And of course, the patient will be at the center of this entire ecosystem. So what is important is that we create a glue. Digital will be just a glue which will basically bind all these partners together in a manner which is hassle-free for every ecosystem holder an ecosystem partner. And that actually is the basic principle. Again, I come back to interoperability, open standards, open APIs, because that is how multiple applications, disparate applications, can work together in tandem so as to give a seamless experience to the person.
So, quite like the bridge which connects all the roads, you spoke about the various stakeholders, which include service providers like hospitals, laboratories, doctors. How is the National Health Authority onboarding all these stakeholders?
Wonderful. What we have done is that we have been consulting all the ecosystem partners since the very beginning of this project, which has been about a year or so. What we have been doing is we have been issuing consultation papers, getting their feedback on each of the building blocks. So, for example, we have now the unified health interface, essentially a set of protocols which allows the providers and the seekers to connect with each other in a seamless manner, in a non-discretionary manner. So that's something which we are creating, and we had a consultation paper on that, and we got the feedback from each of these stakeholders. Similarly, we have the health claims exchange. We have the personal health records, the health facility registry, the health professional registry. All these components which we have built these components after consultation with these stakeholders, number one. Number two, keeping the privacy of the people at the center again, because as you are aware, health records are extremely personally sensitive data, and therefore we want that the user, that the owner of this data must be in complete control of his or her own records. And that is how we have ensured that all these stakeholders are on the same page while developing this ecosystem.
On that hopeful note, sir, I would like you to leave a message to CNBC TV 18. We have been chronicling India's digital journey. We are in this Digital India Vision 7.0. We've been looking at the developments for the last 7 years since the inception of Digital India Mission. So we'd like to get your thoughts in and leave a message for all our viewers.
Well, as I said in the beginning, Digital India is an extremely visionary program, and very close to the heart of our Prime Minister. I was the Secretary of the Department of Electronics and IT in the year 2015, when on 1st of July, the Digital India Week was launched by the Honorable Prime Minister. And as you say, this is the seventh, year and seventh anniversary of that program. This program is basically built on very, very solid foundations. And I think we have delivered a large part of this program. Imagine we delivered the digital identity, which is 1.3 billion people have got digital identity, Aadhaar. We delivered on multiple, products made on top of that digital identity, which is the electronic KYC, authentication. Then we had the digital locker. We have the online reservation system in the hospitals. There were 7 programs which the Honorable Prime Minister had launched on 1st of July 2015. So I think that has progressed very well. We have the UPI, the payment system, which actually last month it transacted more than 6 billion transactions. So I think all the components and the platforms which have worked together, CoWIN is another example which I gave, and then there are multiple platforms. The Prime Minister launched the e-rupee platform last year, which basically is a direct benefit transfer with a purpose. Imagine the direct benefit transfer transactions, billions of them. In this COVID period, India was the only country which was transferring direct benefit transfer into the people's account in a very, very hassle-free and seamless manner. To millions of farmers were getting that money, 2,000 rupees, the Kisan Samman Nidhi, and various other parts. So I think the digital prowess of India has been proved globally. And all the credit must go to our Honorable Prime Minister and his vision, and then the people who have implemented these systems which are interoperable, which are open systems. I mean, imagine the latest initiative which the country has taken of open network for digital commerce, ONDC. Now that will basically transform the digital commerce space also. Similarly, Ayushman Bharat Digital Mission. So now from the horizontal building blocks, we are now going to specific, domain specific, systems. And I think we will really be able to realize the vision of Digital India of transforming our country into a digitally empowered society and a knowledge economy. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Sharma. You've also been one of the key architects of India's digital journey for empowering India and harnessing India's potential as well as prowess. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you very much. You're welcome.
CNBC TV 18 presents Digital India Vision 7.0, powered by Mastercard, ushering in India's Tech Age on 24th August 2022.